Like I was watching the flight I was supposed to be on take off. I was devastated. Hey guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I'm Vera and I'm a Nigerian living right here in Australia. So today's video is going to be a chit chat, get ready with me. So I'll be gisting you guys while I do my makeup, and I'm going to be gisting you guys about how I moved from Nigeria to Australia, the actual moving from, or the actual travel from Nigeria to Australia. So let's get right into it. By the way, I'm not a makeup artist, so don't judge me. So my makeup skills is pretty bad, but yeah, let's concentrate on the story, okay? So when I found out that my visa was successful and I was good to go, I was so thrilled. I was so happy because I was actually coming to meet with my husband. So I was really happy, and I'm going to be doing my brows off camera, so just so I can do it well, because I'm not concentrating. And you know, the brows are actually the most difficult. At least for me, the brows are the most difficult part of makeup. It's either this one is like this and that one is like this, or yeah, I'll just do it off camera. I'll be back soon, guys. So this is the brows. It's not the perfect brow, but yeah, I think this will do. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on eyeshadow. So you guys, when I found out that I got the visa, I was so happy because like I said, I was coming here to meet my husband, and you know, I don't need to tell you how excited I was. So after I got the visa, I now started making arrangements for the travels. I paid for the ticket. Some of you guys know that I actually traveled back to Nigeria to go and do my wedding. So initially I just did what they call imego in Igbo land, or paying of bride price, and pretty much when your bride price is paid, automatically you are married. So yeah, so what I did actually was, before my wedding, or before the imego or whatever, I actually made sure that my visa was going to be ready as soon as I finish my all the marriage rights and all of that, because you guys know how it is sometimes. When if you start late, like if you start processing your visa to go meet your husband, when you after you have already done the wedding, it's going to take a longer time. So what I did was, even before my husband came to, this is one thing I haven't really shared, even before my husband came to my house to ask for my hand in marriage, we have already started doing the processing. So then I've already gotten my passport, like everything was already, like the process had already started, if you get me. So that's what happened. So after I did my imego or bride price, the visa came out. So when the visa came out, I was contemplating, should I wait to do my wedding before traveling, or should I, you know, just travel, stay for a while and then come back to do my wedding, or don't even come back at all. So I decided I was going to go ahead with the travel to go meet my husband, probably walk a little before, you know, before we do the wedding. Remember, we've already done the imego part. So yeah, I just rushed and got everything ready, and I was so excited. I was super excited. And then I booked my flight. So initially the flight I booked was to stop at Malaysia, and then from Malaysia to, is there a direct flight from Malaysia to Sydney? I think so. I think that's what happened. You can't come to Australia like directly from Nigeria to Australia. It takes like almost like 26 hours or something. So it's really far. So most of the time, or all the time, you just have to stop somewhere. So most of the time people stop at Dubai. Like if you booked Emirates, you're going to stop at Dubai. Yeah, so the one I booked was to have a stopover at Malaysia. So that was what I booked initially. But then the day I was supposed to travel, I came to the airport. So when I was checking in, they told me, okay, since you are stopping over in Malaysia, then you need a permit to enter Malaysia, or else you're not traveling. Your flight would be cancelled. I was like, am I dreaming? Like, what's happening? What's going on? Like, what? So I was really confused. I was So sad. So these people told me you are not going to travel unless you have a permit, and I didn't have any permit. So I told them I'm not going to stay in Malaysia. I'm not going there to go stay. I'm just going to have a stopover and then continue my journey to Sydney. So these people told me, no, you can't do that. You have to have a permit. You have to have another sort of you have to get a visa. You have to get Malaysian visa. I was like, so you guys, I was so exhausted. I was so sad. I was devastated. I called my husband on the phone. I told him what had happened, and he called them. He told me to give them one of the officials to give them the phone so he can speak to them and really find out what's going on. So he spoke with them. They told him exactly the same thing, that I can't enter Australia. I can't have a stopover in Malaysia without having a permit. So you guys, I was there looking, like I was watching the flight I was supposed to be on, like take off. You guys can imagine how horrible that could be. But yeah, I cried, and after my cousins came out to say goodbye to me, I called them. I told them I'm not going anymore. I'm coming back to the house. I actually stayed in my cousin's house in Lagos. So I went home that day. It was one of the worst days of my life. Like, I felt so horrible. So I started working on how to get a refund or something, because when I was booking the flight, they didn't tell me that you actually need a permit or something. So I started working for a refund, but they told me they can't refund everything. If they're going to refund me, they're going to refund me like I think 50% or so. So that week, throughout that week, was one of the most horrible times of my life. Like, I felt so bad. My mom, my cousins, everyone was actually waiting for me to tell them that I've landed. But then I called my mom. I was like, Mom, it wasn't successful. I haven't traveled. I'm still in Lagos. My flight was cancelled and blah 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 blah. Like, it was, yeah, it was horrible. So I stayed in Lagos for another week so we can see how we can rectify the issue. So long story short, because I don't want this video to be very short, to be very long. So long story short, I ended up getting another flight, like a different flight altogether, and I booked Emirates. So this time I booked Emirates. I booked with Emirates, and that's why I've been, whenever I'm traveling to Nigeria or anywhere, I make sure that I book Emirates, because I don't want no stories anymore. Like, that first story was just, yeah, it was a turn off, complete turn off for me. So I made sure any of my flights afterwards was going to be Emirates or nothing. So with Emirates, I booked to Sydney, and we had a stopover at Dubai, and then from Dubai then directly to Sydney airport. So yeah, that was what happened. Finally, I got on the plane, and the journey was so long. Wasn't anything I was expecting. Like, I know that Australia is far, but I didn't know it was going to be that far. Like, so eventually I've already forgotten the makeup I'm doing. So let me just quickly do this eyeshadow. So you guys, I now got to Sydney now. My husband was waiting for me like normal. Your wife is coming. He was excited, waiting for me. And I carried all the food stuff in the whole world. I carried so many food stuff. And you guys know how I made a video about my goods being seized. So everything I packed for that flight, for that journey, nothing was seized. I think that was like a way of, God's way of compensating me, or just consoling me, not compensating me, consoling me that, I had gone through a lot already. So everything I brought to Australia, none of them was seized. They barely even checked. So I carried everything in. I came to Australia around October. So it wasn't winter, it wasn't the peak of winter, but then it was still winter, and it wasn't summer. So the temperature was almost like Nigerian temperature, but a little bit colder. But I was so happy. I was so happy to have finally met my husband. My baby is just down there playing, if you're wondering. So initially it wasn't a pleasant one due to the cancellation of my flight, but the good thing was that it wasn't like my visa was cancelled, it was just the flight, so it wasn't too bad. And we had to actually, you know, cough out another huge amount of money to rebook the flight. So yeah, I'm going to go on and put foundation. I don't like doing shouty makeup. Oh my gosh, this child baby is disturbing. This video. Oh my gosh, can I even finish this makeup? She just wants to be here. She just wants to be with mama. Do you want to stay? Stay. Do you want to play with your toys? So for the foundation, I'm going to be using this Dream Urban Cover Maybelline New York. So that's what I'm going to be using. So that's what I'm going to be using for my foundation. I actually don't like my foundation to be so thick. I like a very light foundation. And that's why I'm trying to work on my skin so that I won't need to do a lot of coverage. So when I now got to Australia, I was like, I won't even bother traveling again, like to go do the wedding and stuff. Like after all I've been through with the flight and everything, like I didn't even want to come back again, but then I still needed to do my wedding. So I contemplated doing my wedding here in Australia, but then I just wanted to do it where our families are. You know, my husband's family, some of them are back in Nigeria. My family is back in Nigeria. So I just wanted to do I don't see myself doing my wedding without my mom being there. And you know how hard Australian visa can be. Like Australian visa can be really hard, so you might not be able to get everyone on the flight, plus it's a lot of money. It just won't make sense. So it's better I do the wedding here or just travel and meet everyone there. So I ended up going back to Nigeria after like a year or so to go do the wedding. So yeah, that's how I actually came to Australia. You guys to tell me if you want more story time kind of video, or if you have any special requests about Australia. Like I said, this is going to be Australian series where I'll be sharing everything Australia. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and join our family and share my content and all that good stuff. So yeah, so more videos. After doing my makeup, I'm going to try and do another video, Australian related video for you guys, because I found out most of you guys who follow me lately are following me mainly for the reason of to know what's up with Australia, just Australian kind of content is the reason why you subscribe to my channel. But let me know why you subscribe to my channel. I would love to know. I also know that some of you guys subscribe because of my recent motherhood videos, baby videos and all that. Let me know why you subscribe, and if you are still contemplating subscribing, just do it. Just do it. Go ahead and subscribe. You will not regret it. I feel like the foundation is a bit too light. Or is it my perfect color? It's really hard to get, but my face is actually darker than every other part of my body. Like, look at my hand. Yeah. So I think I'm going to be ending the video, the chit chat or whatever, so I can hurry up and finish up. Oh, she's even crying. So I can finish up and see if I can do another video. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and thumbs up, and I'll hopefully see you guys in another video. This motherhood life, everything is rushed. I'm sorry if this video is all over the place, like I'm really sorry. But yeah, hopefully I do better next time. Yeah, I'm just going to continue with my makeup. I'll see you guys in another video. It's not the best makeup, but this is what I was able to come up with. I think it's not that bad. Hey, say bye bye. Say bye bye. Look at your hair.